So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl barrister NEZE, and this is NEZE Peperempe. Welcome to another wonderful video. Oh yes, I know it's gonna be a wonderful video. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing good. In today's video, we're going to discuss one of the silent crises in many marriages, the common pain of many women. I am not happy. When you ask many married women what really is wrong in their marriages, sometimes the answer is not this dramatic, this big issue like domestic violence or abuse and all of these things that we consider the big problems. Sometimes it's the simple, I am not just happy. Now, I may have called this simple, but believe me, it is very heavy. This thing that we're calling simple is one of the leading causes of frustration and depression in many marriages, especially amongst women. Yet we do not address it, yet we do not discuss it as much as we should. Why? Now, today's video will be very, very deep, very eye-opening, and of course, educative as always. So I recommend that every man, every woman, every single, every married, everyone watch till the end, because it will give us very, very deep insights and perspectives that we aren't even aware of. Before I get into the topic proper and break down the reasons and solution, I would like to explain why happiness means what it means to a woman, why women crave to be happy. Now, for many women, the need to be happy in our marriage, and even generally be happy generally, is not just a luxury. It is fuel for us. It affects how we think. It affects how we view ourselves. It affects how we express ourselves. Yes. Haven't you seen that when a woman is happy, she cannot stop talking? Her mouth will be running like tap. She was tell her, my day went this, my friend did this, my boss won this. She cannot stop talking when a woman is happy. But when a woman is unhappy, she talks less. And that's why when a woman is still interested in a relationship, in a marriage, she wants it to work, you will see her, she will keep talking, she will keep complaining, she will keep expressing. But as soon as she locks up, as soon as that woman stops talking, my dear brother, don't bother. She is done. So yes, happiness drives us. It affects our intimacy, our sex life. It affects our patience, our mood, even our health. It is that bad or that good for us. Our happiness, our state of mind can affect everything. So everybody needs to be happy. Yes, I'm not trying to downplay a man's happiness. Don't get me wrong. Everybody needs to be happy, right? But how unhappiness affects men is very different from how it affects women. Now, because a lot of men can operate, this hair still won't place. I'll go back to my short hair girl era. I wasn't bothering with all of these flips when I was on my Anita Baker. So yes, many men operate in compartments. They can operate life in compartments. That's why they suck at multitasking, right? This, after this. So life can be very compartmentalized for a lot of men. So an average man may be unhappy in his marriage, but still function optimally outwardly. He can function very well. Why do you think men can easily doze off after a heated argument and sleep well and snore and not be bothered? It's not like that argument didn't hurt him, or it's not like it didn't stress him, but he will go and have a good night's sleep. While a woman, you will see that happiness, that unhappiness that fight created will make her unable to find sleep. You'll see her tossing, you'll see her uncomfortable. She won't be able to sleep as easily and soundly as the man will. She will rather want to wake him up and address that unhappiness and get back to a good state of mind. Just as a man can be unhappy and still desire and enjoy sex. Yes. But for a woman, when a woman is unhappy, in fact, sex drive goes outside the window. It shuts down. Intimacy at that point almost feels like forced, like rape. Yes, for so many people. So yes, respect and loyalty, not love and happiness, is the primary need of most men in marriage. And that's why you hardly see men give away the stability that comes from a marriage because he wasn't happy. He doesn't even understand. It's trivial to him when a man sees a woman give up as an end the marriage because of unhappiness. He cannot risk or lose his stability for that. But for a woman, she can and she will. So once again, dear brethren in the Lord, believe me when I tell you that men are from Pluto and women are from Jupiter. The sooner we understand that, the closer we would be to understanding the affairs of marriage. We are two different people. Having said that, why are women unhappy in their marriages, and what can we do? 1, expectations that create disappointment. Now, I do not know where these expectations come from. No. How can I say I do not know? I think I can guess. Maybe I even know, right? For people like me who were avid readers growing up, read a lot of Mills and Boons, it may have stemmed from the fantasies in those novels. Or it could just be our own thoughts and imaginations. Everybody has an imagination. If you're going to university, you have an imagination of what university life will be like, right? So it's human. Maybe it stems from our own imagination of what marriage should look like, of what it should be like. It could even be from the movies, yes. And you know that women connect more deeply to situations than men. So the ideals portrayed in a movie has a higher tendency of imprinting harder in the mind of a woman than it will for a man, and that's why women cry when they watch movies. How many men have you seen crying after a movie? But if there are 100 women watching me now, you will know that you can attest that at least 95 have cried. A movie has made a teardrop come out of their eyes, or maybe an event on social media. Yeah, so we connect to ideals or illusions better, stronger than men. So I find that a lot of we women come into marriages with plenty of expectations of what our spouses should and should not be. We, forgive me to say, we do not necessarily marry the man, the individual. We marry the idea of him, the potential of him, right? Some women believe that, if I find the right man, once I find the right man, it is all over. He would complete me. He would heal my past. He would wipe away all my pain and past betrayal and all the heartbreaks. He will make me feel whole. He will remove my loneliness. He will make me happy, always. Now, while this may sound very romantic, it is not entirely practical, because marriage is not a rescue mission. It is a partnership with slopes and speed bumps. So the truth, my dear sisters, is if someone feels empty before marriage, that emptiness will not disappear because there is a ring on your finger. If you are dealing with unresolved trauma from maybe past sexual experience or childhood trauma, whatever it is, or you're dealing with insecurity, low self-esteem, or you are bored or dissatisfied with your own life, a spouse cannot permanently fix that. At best, they can support you through your journey, but believe me, that journey is still yours. It still belongs to you. They cannot rebuild your internal world for you. They don't even know what that inside looks like. You are the one that knows what your internal world looks like. Check people who are happy people in their marriage. Now, I'm not saying people who have happy marriages. You might not have a happy marriage, but you might be a happy person, right? People who are happy people inside their marriage, before that marriage, they were already happy, positive, and joyous people before that marriage came. So when you place so much expectations on one human being, which of course they will not be able to sustain or meet up to, disappointment and unhappiness will begin to creep in. Not necessarily because that partner is entirely bad, but because they have failed to meet our expectations. They have failed to live up to the fantasies and ideals and pictures that we have created for them. Because they are humans with their own baggage, their own trauma, and their own limitations, flawed as we all come. And do you know the truth, the bosom truth? Women who have such high expectations of what marriage should bring, should change, or should do, even if they meet a good person, he will never feel like he is enough. If the expectation you have of him is that he should be Superman, that he would magically fix all your sadness, all your trauma, everything, like Obioma Taylor, and permanently make you feel whole, you will never be happy. You will not. So, my darling ladies, unrealistic expectations can turn human flaws into permanent disappointments and feelings of unhappiness. Let us understand that just as we are entering the marriage with our own skoy, our own shortcomings, our own previous disappointments, our own mindsets, which can be negative or positive, just understand, not even an assumption because it's a fact, just understand that the other person is coming with his or hers. Nobody can fix you completely. So if you hinge your happiness on that person bringing perfection and bringing a world of bliss without flaws, you would remain in perpetual disappointment and unending unhappiness. Hey. Have I even reminded you guys to subscribe? Have we done that ritual? Oh my God. All right. So if you're new here, hello. It is not a coincidence that you clicked on today's video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up. Drop your thoughts down in the comment section. I love to hear and read from you. And stay glued because you know that there is so much more coming your way. Don't forget to join our premium community. You see what we're discussing here? We discuss similar and even more on that platform. So it is a safe space where I detail so many things around love, life, marriage, and relationships. It is so in-depth, it is so value-packed, so life-changing. So you can join by scanning this code or clicking on the link down below to have unlimited access to our premium and exclusive content that, of course, we do not share here. All right, I'll see you there. Number 2. What is the major reason for this unhappiness that we women are always complaining about? I'm not happy. Oh, this is making me unhappy. What is the second reason? Delegating our happiness. This is one of the biggest mistakes and the most dangerous things that we women do. Not just in marriages, but even in relationships generally. Handing over our emotional well-being and the key to our happiness to somebody else. My dear sister, abort mission. Retreat and surrender. You will regret it. Now, let me tell you something first and foremost. Are you aware that happiness, true happiness, not the one that is feigned or performed, true happiness is an inside job. It is first built and felt inside before it then radiates and manifests outside. So it starts with your mindset, your identity, how you genuinely feel about yourself, your purpose. No husband, no wife, no child, no job, no car, no friend can fully give you that if you do not have it and feel it inside of you. Other people and other things can only enhance what you already have existing. So the moment your happiness is heavily dependent on external factors, on the actions of others, on all these many other things that you cannot control, on whether your husband texts you today or whether he compliments your dress tomorrow. Don't get me wrong, if he compliments you, that can make you feel happy, right? But my point is, without that compliment, are you still happy with yourself? Did you still look at the mirror and liked what you saw without that compliment? That is true happiness. That is true self-value. That is true self-esteem. The moment your happiness depends on whether your spouse is in a good mood, whether he notices you, that is a very dangerous dependency. Because you have handed someone else the remote control to your peace, to your joy, to your stability. And now your whole happiness rises and falls with that person's behavior. And that's why I call it dangerous, because you cannot completely determine or control someone's behavior. Even if you can now, you cannot tell what that behavior would be in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years. So imagine how much of a roller coaster your life will be, where if your partner pays attention to you, you're happy. When they sleep, you are completely miserable. That, my darling sisters, is too much power to give to any human being. Not your child, not your spouse, not your parents, nothing. And I'm not saying that your partner is not supposed to, that your partner does not owe you happiness. They're not supposed to make you happy. No, of course. We are supposed to make each other happier or happy. That is the part or the essence of a relationship, right? What I am saying is that let the base, the root, the foundational flow from you and be with you. Let your partner contribute to your happiness. They can add to your joy. They can support your peace. They can make your life fuller and richer. But there should never be the whole source and foundation of your happiness and emotional stability. It starts with us, my dear sisters. If you are not happy with yourself, nobody can make you happy. They might just excite you temporarily, but you will still fall to that state of unhappiness. If you don't like yourself, no amount of validation from someone else will be enough. It may offer temporal relief, temporal soothing, but it will still not be enough because it is not anchoring or something, right? It is not anchoring on something. A healthy marriage should look like this. You bring your happiness. I bring mine. And together, we build this joyful life. Not one person coming empty and sadistic and extremely needy, while the other person is perpetually expected, working overtime to provide happiness for you. So while we encourage our kings, our odogus, not to go out of their ways to cause us or to bring us unhappiness, right? I always preach that. They should be able to support us, to love us, to respect us. But we should understand that being happy is our primary responsibility. And I'm saying this in your own interest, for your own good, for our own good. Because when we make someone the entire source of our happiness, we also make them the entire source of our suffering. Let us take responsibility for making ourselves happy. At least let us take primary responsibility. Let others now be secondary source, right? Let our partners play supplementary role. It is safer. It is better. And not just for you, for him too. So you will not wear him out. Because such neediness is exhausting. My dear darlings, my dear ladies, do not ever outsource or delegate or overburden someone else with that important task that we should champion for ourselves. Make a commitment to me today that you will be happy and you will champion your own happiness. Thirdly, and lastly in this video, the biggest thief of joy: comparison. Now, if someone asked me, what is the best part of my life? What do I consider my strongest traits? What do I love the most about myself? What is my biggest life strength ever? Many people might guess, oh, Neze, maybe you're intelligent, maybe it's your personality. Far from that. No. My biggest gift that life has given me, or should I say my parents give me, or can I even say I give myself, is the overwhelming feeling of satisfaction and contentment that I have. I have never desired what is not mine. I have never been fixated on what I cannot afford. I have never wished I had another person's life or body or car or anything. I am just in my own world, content and at peace with the life that I have. While listening to this part, because some people might think that, oh, it just means you accepting bare minimum and just settling for less, while joyfully working hard to improve it. Of course, you guys know that I am a hard worker. I'm a hardworking person. So while I am content and satisfied with my life, I am continuously working hard, putting efforts to improve the quality of my life, to improve the quality of my marriage, to improve the quality of my looks, to improve the quality of the children I raise. I am in constant search and actualization of improvement while being happy and grateful for where I am now. That is a superpower. And I cannot tell you what having this mindset has done for me as a young girl. The temptations and the lifestyle it kept me from living and embracing. And even now as a married woman, the satisfaction and the joy it gives me in my home and with my husband. Ladies, contentment is the biggest gift that you can ever give yourself. I can't even trace how this started for me, because I didn't learn it anywhere. Neither was I sat and lectured about it. I don't know if it stems from the kind of upbringing I had, or if it's just in my nature, or if and how I developed it. But for as long as I can remember, it has been with me. All right, let us just a little. I remember back then in university, by the way, I spent most of my pre-marriage years not in a relationship than in one, very deliberately. It's not because the guys were not coming. I was a pretty girl, I was smart, I was attractive. I still am. I was a model, so I was exposed, I was intelligent. Of course, guys came. I had lots of chicas and, guys wanting to be in a relationship with me. But because I respect myself so much, I had so much self-awareness, I had so much high self-esteem, I wasn't the kind of girl to just jump in and out of guys, one night stand here, dating casually here, fleeing here, or hidden girlfriend. No, I never did all of those rubbish. So I would never allow one scumbag, just because I want to feel among as someone that has a boyfriend, allow one scumbag into my space because I needed to be in a relationship by all means, right? I had respect for myself and I thoroughly enjoyed my own company. Even as a young girl, I was never afraid to be alone. So at this point in my younger life, when I didn't have a bobo, and for example, we are in the hostel in the university, and every girl in the room had a boyfriend, and they were on calls. Their boyfriends are checking up on them, their boyfriends are sending them lunch or taking them out to hang out. I'll find myself, not feeling any different. I would just be in front of the mirror. I can be dancing, Shakira. I never knew that you could dance like that. While my friends are on the phone with their boyfriends. I didn't have any desire to be like my peers or to date rubbish or just to belong, just the way I found many young girls like me succumbing to. I didn't even know that it was a life skill. It was just something that I found myself very contented with where I was without needing to have what other people have. And I remember again, even more recently, when this Team Natural When Team Natural came into vogue about 7-8 years ago, where every girl started going natural, right? I remember I was at the bank, I was working at the bank then, and every single female at the bank started doing this thing that they used to do to their hair. Team Natural, beautiful hair. I'm not saying that it's, I love it. I admired it on people, but it wasn't my style. It wasn't my thing. So I was the only one in the bank that wasn't Team Natural. I was still doing my sew-in weave-ons. I didn't feel any pressure to join or to desire what, because people were doing it, right? Even back then, as a younger girl, as a copper, as a university undergraduate, I had friends that maybe didn't live in Lagos, but maybe they were dating guys that are based abroad. And when these guys come, of course, they land in Lagos. And because I lived in Lagos, I had friends that trusted me to go and check their boyfriends out, right? Yes. I exchanged contacts with their boyfriends. They will call me, where are you? I'll go and meet the boy. We'll sit down in maybe a bar, eatery. We'll eat meat pie. I will look at him to appraise him. Then I'll go and tell my friend whether he has big head or whether he looks presentable or whether he's decent looking. You know, my friends used to send me then to go and check their man. Why? Because they know they have seen my lifestyle. They have seen the way I am. That I can never desire a man that is not mine. In fact, when I see other people's men, to me, they look like Mr. Ibu. My eyes cannot choke for a man that is not mine. Even with girlfriends, not common girlfriends, or maybe your friend took you out and came with another friend. Some girls, they will just jump that friend and become so close to the third party friend and exchange contacts and start hanging out with that friend that you met through your friend. I don't even do that. That's to tell you how much I respect and do not even want what is not mine. So these are just examples, right? And even now that I am grown and mature, I am so grateful to God for that gift of not comparing myself or comparing my life with anybody. It helped me to live a super authentic life that I am proud of, and it helped me to avoid plenty of mistakes that I may have been susceptible to if I wasn't that way. Now, let me bring that to marriage. This need for a lot of women to be competitive and comparative is a constant source of unhappiness for us. A lot of us are buried neck deep with the spirit of comparison, and trust me, nothing kills happiness and poisons marriage faster than comparing. Not to talk about now, it's even worse in this era of social media where we go online. For example, we see perfect couples, happy surprises, trips, and wonderful anniversary posts, expensive gifts, public declaration of love, and all of those beautiful stuff. You look at your friend's husband and how he does this and that for her, how he bought a car for her, how he doesn't make her work. He puts her on a soft life while you are working so hard. You know, you put on the television and you're seeing movies where love is so passionate, so constant, and so cinematic. And then you look at your real life. You look at your husband with his fisherman singlet, 1 or 2 holes popping out, and he's there scratching his armpits. And you know the worst part of it, the most painful part about this is when you are feeling this way and you look at him, that's when he will now let out a fart poo. And you are like, oh, just kill me already. What is the meaning of this? And you look left, you see laundry, you look right, you see children's mess, bills are piling, there's work, there's stress, there's silence in the house, there are disagreements, there is a routine. And normal life, normal routine, begin feeling inadequate, forgetting that social media is curated. People post celebrations more than frustration. And that girl that posted her romantic proposal may not post the disagreements that happened behind the scene. Or she might not post that night before where she told him, flung a ring on him and said, I am done, right? That person that posted that beautiful vacation in Seychelles may not post how long it took her to save up for the trip. Now, this is not to say that everything on social media is fake. No. And that's when you see people happy on social media, you comfort yourself. You make yourself feel good by assuming that they are pretending, or they are fake, or they are lying. No. That is not what I'm preaching. That is a very, very, very bad spirit to have. In fact, that is witchcraft. It is unhealthy to comfort yourself by assuming that everything good you're seeing online is pretense, is fake. No, please do not be like that. You would even repel good things from coming to you, right? That couple that you see online genuinely happy, they could have been genuinely happy, at least in those moments when those pictures were taken, or when those posts were made, right? That laughter could indeed have come from the heart when it did come. But the difference is that they are showing you a part of a big picture, while you are comparing your big picture to their tiny parts. That does not mean that they are suffering behind those parts. What I'm saying is, those parts are just a little fragment of their own real life, and they would have their own real life too, just as you have. I beg, disclaimer here. This is not to, this one don't be say, if you are in an abusive partner, you are married to a vagabond that beats you, that punches you, you deceive yourself by saying all women are suffering too. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that marriage, every marriage, has ordinary days. In fact, the most part of marriages are made up of ordinariness. Food is ready, come and eat. How you doing? I'm fine. Time to sleep, time to pray, I'm not in the mood. I beg, leave me, go away. You understand? This man is so annoying in one breath. The next breath, this man is the best thing that has ever happened to me. Thank God for this woman. After I think of this woman, is this woman? Oh my God, what kind of woman being is this? So you can admire other couples and even desire some part of their experience, but you don't have to diminish your own life while at it. You can see something that you like, a couple that you love on social media, and be like, this is beautiful. I am happy for them. I like how he treats her. I like how they celebrate each other, and still go home and appreciate your own marriage and your own husband. His good parts. Is he all a monster? His consistency, his loyalty, his quiet sacrifices, or the stability that he provides. You might appreciate and be grateful for the way he shows his own affection in his own style of love. Comparison becomes toxic when that admiration that you have for people turn to self-rejection or hatred for yourself or for your spouse. So yes, we are in an era of content, both real ones, fake ones, good ones, and bad ones. As long as you are not actively being abused, like you are not in a red zone, let us learn to be content, to be happy with, to admire and appreciate our own lives. That's the only one we have. We will never be able to have that life. The ones we have, let us admire and appreciate it. If not, we'll constantly find ourselves longing for that one that we do not have and being constantly unhappy with what we have. Contentment, my dear people, it is a powerful resource, a powerful tool, a powerful gift that only you can give yourself. So guys, yes, we have come to the end of today's video. I hope you did gain a thing or two. If you're new here, you're seeing my face for the first time, or if you've been watching without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, drop all your thoughts down in the comment section, and stay glued, for we have so much more coming your way. Don't forget that we have a book, a powerful masterpiece book called The Unbroken Spirit. A lot of us are going through things that we do not even understand. We can't even name it. We are confused. We lack the clarity to define it. And when you cannot define something, you will lack the ability and the skills to tackle it head on. This book is all the tool that you need. There is so much knowledge I spilled there, from how to recognize different kinds of abuses, how to navigate it. It's such a practical resource that even those who are married and do not want a divorce but want to learn to cope with their not so desired situation. It provides necessary steps and resources. In short, it is just that book for you. Scan this code showing on the screen to get a copy, or you can click on the link down below, or you can just send us book to info@nezeville.com. Stay glued for the second leg of this video. All right, there is so much more coming your way. I'll see you guys in our next one. For now, bye.